Hey, welcome to November RSD. I'm joining you from the Colonel David Kennedy Airmen and Family Wellness Center. The significance of why I'm here today is twofold. Number one, to get me out of my office, because there's not a lot of you around for me to come around the base and see and talk to. But secondly, I want to stress once again the importance of the individuals in this facility and why I continue to suggest that you go and see them when you need to. You know, this drill I'm going to talk to you about three things. First thing I'm going to talk about is COVID, surprise. Second thing I'm going to talk about is health and wellness. And then finally, I'm going to talk a little bit about what the 110th Wing is doing and what the state is doing in the future. Over the last several weeks, you've seen the number of cases in the state of Michigan spike, and especially over on the west side of Michigan. Last weekend alone, there were over 3,700 cases in a single day, marking the highest day for COVID-related cases in the state of Michigan since this pandemic started. You know, the significance of all this is because, once again, it's happening on this side of the state, but as those numbers go up here locally, I'm also seeing more members of the 110th Wing coming down with COVID. So what I want to do is just once again stress. We need to be extremely deliberate, and we need to stress the importance of those three major things. First thing, social distance. Second thing is wear a mask. And then finally, wash your hands or use hand sanitizer frequently. You know, we go out, we go to gas stations, we go to stores, we touch a lot of things. Just remember, once you touch those things, you know, wash your hands, use the hand sanitizer. But especially when you're here at work, I ask, again, social distance, use the mask, and make sure that you keep your hands nice and clean. Enough on that. You know, the second thing I want to talk about is health and welfare. Again, I mentioned being in this facility. So we have the most outstanding support here on the base. So our Director of Psychological Health, Ms. Bilski, our chaplains, you got Chaplain Taylor, Chaplain Pitt, Chaplain Kramer, and others. But you know, the great thing about all that is as we've had all these stressors in our lives happening, I've seen more and more people take advantage of talking to these folks. And sometimes that's really all it is just coming in and talking to some of our folks, and that includes first sergeants and even commanders. So take advantage of it. We have outstanding support here. You can go on our app, and you can also use other resources such as Military OneSource to take care of yourself and to take care of your family. You know, as far as COVID support goes, over the last year, we've done a phenomenal job. Since about May, we've had several members. In fact, we've had over 90 members support the state of Michigan in what we're doing for COVID. Right now, we still have about 22 members that are on the street supporting the state of Michigan, and mostly it's through testing. It's through food packing and distribution, and also up at Joint Force Headquarters, helping them run the show in the state of Michigan when it comes to the air side. So far, we have responded to 600 requests throughout the state of Michigan. That's the Army and the air side. We have tested more than 204,000 members in the state, and we've packed more than 14 million pounds of food and distributed it to fellow Michiganders to help our state get to where they need and to survive through this pandemic that we have going on right now. So as we go through these stresses in our life, again, I want to say thank you to everybody, but as we go through the stresses that are here, let's talk about how we cope with that. So stresses, COVID, child care, I hear a lot about that. So we have our kids that we thought were once going to school, but now they're home teleschooling, whatever you want to call it. But we got to figure out how to take care of kids, and I know that induces a lot of stress on families. You look at all those other stressors that existed before all this occurred, so marital problems, things of that nature. And then finally, let's not forget about all these presidential elections and the anxiety and stress that's going on with that. So again, take care of yourself, utilize the individuals that we have here on base to help you get through these difficult times. And remember, the folks that we have here aren't just for our military members, but for our civilian members as well. So please take advantage of that. And then finally, what I want to talk about really is what we've been doing here at the 110th and what the state of Michigan is doing to make sure there's relevance in our future. So one of the things that the state has done, northern Michigan over Alpena and Grayling, is we've branded the name, the National All-Domain Warfighting Center. And really what that is it's airspace and ground space where the state of Michigan and even the services can test out new mission sets for the future. Future missions like Joint All-Domain Command and Control, and you'll hear JADC2 a lot as we progress in the future for future missions. The other thing that happened here in the state of Michigan is they started the Kelly Johnson All-Domain Innovation Center. And really what that does is that figures out a way so that we can learn how to spend our innovation funds working with industry and once again start up new mission sets for the future, be it space, JADC2, or ABMS, Air Battle Management System. So a lot of great things happening in the state of Michigan. So what's happening here with Battle Creek and what we're doing here at the 110th, I'm still concentrating heavily on force management and force development. So what does that mean? The state and us are working hard to make sure that we have charted a roadmap or a path for you in your future. So when you do an ACA, your supervisor, your commander, whoever does that ACA should also bring out that force development worksheet. And the intent of that is to set the roadmap for your future. And it doesn't matter if you're a brand new airman or if you're a senior 06. If you still have relevance in the Air National Guard and the military for that matter, that's an opportunity for you to let them know what you want to do, and then the two of you sit down and you chart out that course to get there in your future. So you're going to see more and more of that. But if it's not happening, make sure you bring it up to your supervisors and let them know you want to talk about your future, because it's not their responsibility really ultimately to make sure you get to where you need to be. It's going to be your responsibility. So take advantage of that. So this drill, after November, we're going to already be in the holiday season. So I want to take this opportunity to say Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. You know, when we raised our hand and took the oath, we knew there was a lot of sacrifice, and that sacrifice carries over to your family. So for me, and I say this a lot, say thank you to your family, but also take the opportunity this year during Thanksgiving to really sit down and realize what you're thankful for, because there are a lot of people that are challenged this year. So if you need assistance, we're here to help. And if life's been going well, just be grateful for everything that's out there for you. And then right after that, we're going to roll right into the holidays. It's almost Christmas already, and it's crazy. So again, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. So I'm going to close with this. Again, I sound like a broken record, but just be disciplined when it comes to COVID. Wear the mask, social distance, good hygiene. Do all that, we'll protect each other, we'll protect our families, we'll protect our friends as well, but overall take care of yourself. And again, happy Thanksgiving and have a great November drill.